Okay, welcome back to another episode of the Day After Podcast.
What up, guys? Here we are once again doing our Survivor 46 Brantsteele prediction. It's a little tradition we've had with the new era where every time we just let Brantsteele decide. We all have our own little ideas and whatnot, our own theories, but the beauty of Brantsteele, it's randomized. And sometimes it's AI does dumb shit. Like, who knows? It might. We discovered in a recent episode that you can be ejected from the game.
Yeah, that's a new thing that never seen before. After how over 100 brand steals, it finally
Over
took that long to do it.
100. We've had several quits. We've had medevacs. We've had people just
Yeah,
just giving up immunity at final four, only to go home. We've seen so many different stupid ways people have gone, but
mm,
not that.
yeah,
But no, I'm excited. I'm interested in this new season. Yeah. Um, I just finished watching the Survivor Specialist review of everything because Joe and I we're very busy people. Joe is, playing Survivor Vanquish 10, Candyland. I'm doing the Darman thing, plus selling merchandise, plus whatever the hell else I have going on.
yeah,
So if we're a little spotty on some details, I mean, we'll be more informed once we do our like fantasy draft. But this
yeah.
is kind of like this is like the prediction
Yeah,
of
we're
Brant's.
definitely
Doesn't
going.
necessarily have this info.
We're going to I think at least for me, I'm going a lot more off of vibe, than anything, kind of, gauging how I just how honestly off the looks is the most thing for me. There's a few people who I looked into a little bit, but yeah, Survivor Vanquish is taking up a lot of my time. Definitely go check it out. Still in the game as of this recording. Um, and yeah, I've also been, doing the my other channel, Laughing Matter. We've been busy cranking out stuff right now. So yeah, this is definitely the least prepared I have been for this predictions, or brand steel predictions.
I'd say more or less the same.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, let's start off with the Sega tribe. And first up, we have Ben Katzman. I like this man already because Katz is in his last name.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he's a musician too, so,
Mhm.
it's interesting. There's definitely a few more kind of artist type people on the season, so,
I mean,
it's,
one flat out is called an actor, so there may
yeah.
be hope for me yet.
Exactly, yeah, he's opened the floodgates for actors now, but yeah, Ben Katzman, I mean, he looks like a pretty good guy. I wonder how he'll fit in with this tribe. I could
Yeah.
see him not meshing as well as, some of the younger people who are on here.
I
Um,
mean, looking at the age, he's actually around the same age as everyone
yeah,
else.
yeah,
Um,
true.
it's like he's 31. I know I don't like making fun of it, or like I'm not poking fun or something, but like you see the hairline, you do see someone older a little bit.
Yeah,
But like, no, the dude is 31. Um, but yeah, he does very much give a different vibe than everyone else on his tribe. So sometimes, especially in these smaller groupings, you do think, well, is that enough reason? It's like tribe chemistry plays a huge factor into, tribes of six. So
yes,
yeah.
yeah. I now know all about that on Survivor Vanquish. It's very important. If I thought I was gonna be on a terrible trial. Like I thought, no, I was not gonna mesh at all. But sometimes like it still ends up working out, and you can find, maybe one or two people who trust you, and that's all it takes.
I told this to Joe, and I also told this to my because I'm in the VIP room, so I see all the confessionals and get to talk to other people about the game. Granted, it just started, but I kind of told Joe and them this. It's like it's like me watching my kid go to his first day of school. I'm just hoping he makes good friends, he doesn't get into trouble, doesn't eat paste, uh,
And man, I'm
stuff like
trying to
that.
eat that paste so bad.
And he's excited. And yeah, I also know that Joe wants to be chaotic mofo. And I mean, we'll see how it plays out. I know my season was just chaos because it was so fast paced.
Yeah,
I think maybe because that was your exposure. Maybe that's
yeah,
why you're a little like gun ho on
I'm ready.
everything, but we'll see.
Maybe.
Anyway, back to the we'll leave the link to Survivor Vanquish down below so you guys can watch. Back to this. But yeah, I think I don't know. I feel like he is very charactery. He's giving me a bit of Cody vibes.
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah, I can definitely see that.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like he's going to be a fun personality at least. So yeah, nice.
agreed.
Okay, moving on next to Charlie Davis, 25-year-old law student. Um, I I do worry a little bit for Charlie. He does seem like someone who might come off as smart and strategic too early. Um, I could see him being, a very early boot if, the rest of the tribe doesn't really want to be playing with someone who is overtly strategic on the tribe.
Yeah. He reminds me of like an Andrew Garfield stand-in. Or at least like, that's kind of like the vibe I'm getting from him. But like I think also he's a Harvard dude. Uh it really depends on chemistry. I know like I believe also he's someone that loves D&D as well, which I always give props for, but
Mhm.
I think yeah, tribe chemistry plays a lot. He might be that overplayer in the beginning. It's possible, but if he's a lawyer or training to be a lawyer, he's definitely, like listening, seeing what's out there. Um, because I don't know, because of like how well lawyers did last time around, it's kind of interesting to see,
Yeah,
sometimes that exists in the back of our brains and has us kind of like looking and it's like,
yeah.
oh, well, they're the lawyer. So maybe he might be like Jake O'Kane minus destroying all the challenges.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy that last season the three lawyers got fifth, fourth, and third.
Yeah.
That is kind of wild. But yeah, I definitely don't have super high hopes for Charlie. I think he might be fun, but I'm not sure if I see winner potential out of him.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
Hmm.
All right, next up we have Jamila Hussein Adams. And I believe, let me look. She's actually the first one here. Da 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 da. International brand mentor. So um she knows all about like brand awareness, stuff like that, how to like get people to view a certain thing, which is very beneficial in Survivor.
Hmm.
Um, I think I think I have a genuine like positive kind of like vibe from her. I think, like I said, tribe chemistry. I haven't watched any of them talk, except for like the trailer or whatnot. So
Uh-huh.
I haven't really done too much deep dive into it, but I'm getting a good vibe. I feel like she's definitely going to be like a social threat and strategic threat, but I don't think she's going to play strategic hard. I think social is probably going to be her best. Her best. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. She is actually, as of right now, my winner pick for the season.
Ooh, okay.
Is Jamila. She came to the US with just a suitcase. And she basically was able to integrate it. It's one of the her biggest risks that she had said was doing that. And even when she wanted to quit, I know at least she won't be a quitter because she was like, I wanted to quit, but I didn't. I kept going, I persevered, and I made it here in the country. Um, and I just feel
Yeah.
like I'm getting, yeah, I think she'll be very strong socially. I find it hard for her to go out early, unless I don't know, somehow just all five of these people who are with her just somehow don't like her. Like that. Like I just I find it very hard for something like that to happen with her. Um
Yeah. Like,
So
yeah,
yeah.
I definitely see her fitting in with this tribe. I feel like she can definitely navigate pretty well.
Mhm.
So I agree with you. I don't think she's my winner pick just yet. I feel like I need to do
Mhm.
more research, but
Yeah, that's why I
I
said
definitely
that's why I said now. Like, if we get to our draft, don't expect me to necessarily pick her first because I might change when I actually do proper research. But
yes.
as of now, only have really seen like 4 or 5 like full things. Yeah.
All right. Next up. Oh, it's your turn.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to, but, yeah, it's my turn here. Maria Shrine Gonzalez, and she is a parent coach. So,
That was
yeah, yeah, helping, parents, become better parents. Yeah, I don't have a great read on her right now. She's she's kind of given me, like, maybe she could go deep, but I could also see her being, like, the 2nd or 3rd beat of the
early.
season, yeah.
I think there's a lot of factors that play into it. She is older, but she doesn't look like it. She looks like she's almost 50, but like she
Yeah.
looks early 40s.
Yeah, yeah, I was gonna say,
She
I mean,
doesn't
yeah, even, like, a 38 or 39, if she said that, I would be like, "Okay, yeah, I could see
yeah.
that."
I don't think that's gonna hinder her though. I feel like, sometimes, and granted, this is just me. Sometimes I look to older people. Granted, I have an old soul, but like, sometimes it gives you a bit more like if you're rounding out your team, your party, yeah, because she has more life experience than some other people. Maybe some people might want to gravitate her because she has that.
Mhm,
Um, but then again, it could be the opposite thing where it's like, if she doesn't make those bonds or if she feels like, oh, I'm the oldest and or I'm the oldest and like that's like the mindset she goes into. Maybe it doesn't. We don't know until we get out there, but I feel
yeah.
like she definitely has big potential.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So yeah, we're gonna have to see. Is she gonna be someone who is early, or is she potentially someone who is going to get into the proper alliance of the Siga tribe? And if the Siga tribe goes on and dominates, it's very possible that she's an end gamer. Similar to I think how we felt about Julie last season was we thought she was an early boot potential, but because that tribe just ended up kind of steamrolling, it really kind of gave her the way to get to the end game.
Yeah. I mean that and the Reba 4
Yeah,
just like having a grasp on the situation.
exactly.
So yeah, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, next up we have Moriah Gaynor, and she is a program coordinator. Um, Not sure what that means. She is also a D&D nerd, which I always like.
Mhm.
As you know, that's what won me over with Kane. I was like, yeah, D&D.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what gave you you picked him just because of that as your winner pick.
I was like, dude, I was low key like Carson, like my fellow nerd.
Mhm.
I could hang out with this dude IRL. So like I
Yeah.
gravitated toward it.
Yeah, what's funny is now I feel
Also,
like so many people say D&D. Like, it's become like a thing where there's a good chunk of people every season now.
which I love. I love. It's a great game, guys.
Uh-huh.
Um, but yeah, I feel that being said, and what I remember, I'll admit, she and I'm forgetting her name, but we see her, the other redhead. I'm sorry. It's just because I cram Kenzie.
Yeah, Kenzie.
Um, this is like like I would say like her variant. Well, they're variants of each other. Cause I I will say this is a little spoiler. One of them was out of Bryson Wen. I'm
Okay.
just trying to remember if the redhead I saw had tattoos or not. For the 45 finale, one of them was there.
Uh-huh.
Um, but yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm getting a good vibe from her, and I'm not just saying that because of the D&D thing. She looks like I feel like she is probably going to be the well-positioned one out of this tribe. Because I feel like she has like a very approachable disposition. I feel
Mhm.
like, you know, I feel like if I were to base like I feel like she's very approachable and I feel like a lot of people are gonna come towards her.
Yeah, I could see her, vibing a lot with Ben. I think that they could have a good rapport. And I think she could get in with some of the younger ones like the Charlie. I think she can get with Jamila as well. So I would say, yeah, I think there's a good chance that those four who I just named might be the majority alliance, and then it's kind of Maria and Tim who might be on in some trouble. But yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay. Last one here on the Sigma Tribe, we got Tim Spicer, who is a college coach. I believe football is the sport that he coaches. Um, I enjoy when kind of like these people who come from the athletic backgrounds kind of come
Yeah.
in, even if it's not at the pro level or anything like that. So I mean, I'm definitely rooting for him, but probably not on the same level I was as like a Danny McRae. Um, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Let me scroll to him real quick. For those of you at home, this is the first time I'm doing it on my laptop. So it's a little bit of a new experience for me. Um, just figured I'd try it out today. There you are. Yeah. Living in Georgia. He does seem like a bit of a family man. So I think that and also being a coach and stuff, I think he's definitely going to try and be in that kind of like leadership position.
Hmm.
Uh, but we all know sometimes that can help or hinder your game. But it's
Yeah.
like, and like it's with people that are around his same age. But I feel like because you're in that mindset in your day-to-day life, sometimes you bring it out onto the tribe.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if he's like, oh, I want to avoid that or not, but like sometimes if it's like in your personality, you may be drawn to it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's possible. And if he is trying to be the leader and I was right about him maybe not being in the numbers, that is definitely something that could be, problematic. Which could make him potentially one of the first people taken out of this tribe if all that happens. So,
All right. Yeah, I can see it.
mhm. Okay, on to the Yanu tribe.
All right. So first up, we have Banu Gopal, and let me see. Ryan totally did his research. I did not take notes. This is my bad. But
It's all good. We're
here
getting through this.
we are. Uh, I think we're running a little bit cleaner than the specialist one. Oh, throwing some shade. Not really. Granted, they had their stuff out before us, so they
Yeah.
win this round. Um, all right, so IT quality analyst. Dude seems very. I don't know. I'm kind of forgetting about him a little bit, but like I can kind of see him be kind of like chill in the beginning or very personable in the beginning, but like not like a strategic threat, but definitely putting on one like kind of like because like oh he does yoga and stuff like that. Maybe he'll come off as chill and stuff, but like down underneath he will be like a bit of a sleeper threat, or at least that's what I'm kind of feeling a little.
Yeah, yeah, I think there's a good chance that he's gonna maybe even pull off like some big blind sides later in the season without people even realizing it. So I definitely think he has that in him. He's just in another spot though of is how well is he fitting into this tribe? I feel like this tribe out of the three of them might be the biggest like waves of different people. Like I think there's a lot of different types of people on
Yeah,
this tribe. So it's going to be can he mesh well with at more different types of people, basically.
I can see that. I can see that.
Okay. Moving on next to David Jelinski, who is a slot machine salesman. I don't even know how you get into that field. like,
I mean, I feel like all the like casinos, they're good on that front.
uh, yeah, I believe he is the youngest on the season. Yeah, he's 21. Um, so definitely a disadvantage in that aspect. It's never good to be either the youngest or oldest because you're immediately going to be facing an uphill battle of getting people to like you and meshing in with everyone. Uh, but yeah, I don't have too high hopes even besides that with him. To be fair, I feel like he is going to try to just let the game kind of play around him and hope that he's in the right numbers at the end of it. Um, so yeah, what are your thoughts on him?
I think he's going to be the exact opposite.
Oh, really?
Um, I think he might come in with BD energy,
Hmm.
because like, or maybe like because he is younger and he is a salesman, he might be a bit more ambitious, um, and try and play the game super hard, super early. Um, or at least that's the vibe I'm getting. Like, not saying like, oh, he's gonna like blow up if things doesn't go his way or anything, but I feel like he's gonna try and play the game a little harder. At the very least, he may try to not throw out names, but he'll be inclined to throw out names because he's like, all right, let's do this thing, let's get this going. Uh, because maybe also because he's the youngest, he might want a chance to prove himself as well. So I think there's that possibility.
Yeah. It's actually interesting, that, like, the next youngest person I think on the cast is, like, 24. I feel like they've casted a lot of the, like, 20s to 22s on a lot of this previous seasons, so, interesting that it's kinda just him and then, there's a little more of a jump there, than normal. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah, we'll have to see how David does. We have, yeah, 2 very different opinions on how he's gonna play.
Oh yeah. All right. Next up, we got Jessica Jess Chong. She is Canadian, and
Oh, that means that
or
increases her winner chance.
it does. And yeah, currently is in San Francisco, software engineer. Um, yeah, I think she because there was something pointed out. We can't see her outfit here, but if you look up, she makes her own clothes. She is, even though she's in like software and stuff, which is typically like, a desk job and something like that. She does seem someone who is very outgoing, likes to do a lot of stuff. She describes herself as silly. Um, I can see her being a big social and strategic threat. I think more so the social,
Mhm.
if she can work that angle a bit more. Um, yeah, I would say that's the general vibe I kind of get from her. I mean, you're going out there in is it tiger? Yes, tiger. In like a blue tiger kind of two-piece outfit. I feel like it really speaks volume. It doesn't seem like, oh no, this person is, just someone that sits behind the desk or in an office or someone. It's like I'm just based on her like general appearance. She looks like she is confident. I don't think she looks overly confident. I feel like she's very well rounded, at least by what I've seen and heard about her.
Yeah, I agree. I think she definitely could be a very strong player. It's always the issue though. Sometimes if you're a strong player, being taken out early because if we're thinking that's off of limited research, I wonder how everyone's going to be thinking about that after spending a few days with her. Um,
True.
but yeah, I think if she is able to though get a couple very key relationships, I mean, yeah, she could very easily be a big game threat later in the game.
Yeah. I will say one of the things is they haven't seen 45, so they don't
Mhm.
know about the tribe swap or that
Uh-huh.
there was a tribe swap last one.
Yeah.
Um, they would have gotten the chance to see all of 44 at least. Or at least I would think so.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know, like I feel like if you know that there's gonna be a drop or anything, you're more inclined to be like, "Okay, it's okay to kinda get rid of some threats,"
Mhm.
because things are gonna be swapped up anyway, and you just eliminate them from the equation. But for this one, I don't know, maybe because it is kind of like a shorter season, nowhere to hide, you kinda wanna keep someone like that around for a little bit.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, speaking of, what you just said with swaps, did you know that they're not bringing back the auction?
I heard that, which I'm like,
Baffling.
you got people
Yeah,
so excited for it,
yeah. They
and
really
then
made it feel like they were like, "Here, we're gonna do this, we're gonna figure out how to fix the auction," and then they just are gonna do it for once and then call it good. Like, what are you talking about?
it was like, "Here you go, fans. Here you go, fans. There you go. Now shut about it."
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely how it
Y
feels. Now they're like, "Okay, we can go another 12 seasons without having to do this now," so
yeah. I think it's unfortunate because it was fun. Granted, yeah, it could have been it definitely needed some tweaking how they did it in the new era kinda way,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
yeah.
we were happy to get it at least, like, even though it wasn't even in the perfect state, it was like, at least it was fun. Like, I think that was at least everyone's takeaway was at least we were having fun.
Yeah, and then it was just funny with the whole Bruce thing where it was like, "Oh, hey, I'm not gonna go look for any money," and then it ended up biting him in the ass at the end.
Yep.
And it was like that one full circle thing.
It would've been better if
Um,
he didn't even find that tube.
well, actually, no, because he still someone had like there was someone that had less money than him at that point, right?
Yeah, so someone did. Um, I
Yeah,
I can't remember who. It might have been Emily.
might have been, but yeah, but it was kind of funny because he was so lackadaisical about everything. He couldn't bid on anything, and therefore it ended up biting him in the butt.
Yeah,
Um, Not in the sense of, like, I don't hate Bruce or anything, but it's just, like, a funny story element where it was like, "Oh, yeah,
yeah.
just gonna take my sweet time while everyone's running around," and then, it was just a horribly bad decision on his part. It was just
Uh-huh.
funny.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Definitely, definitely. But yeah, enough about the previous season. That was Jessica. Um, okay, moving on next to Kenzie Petty, who is a salon owner, and she is giving me Carolyn vibes.
a
She's
little bit.
definitely got some Carolyn in her. Um, I wonder how she's going to differentiate because I mean Carolyn, I think Carolyn now is like one of those people who came on and now everyone is like every season they're now going to be like, we need a Carolyn. You know, last
Yeah,
season we had Kendra who was clearly trying to be a Carolyn type, and now I think we got Kenzie this season. So I
yeah,
think it's very possible that she's, Carolyn has now created this new archetype of in Survivor.
yeah. I don't know, I feel like Kenzie I think in the sense of, like, well, because like there's like an art I feel like there's definitely a lot more fun with Kenzie in this one. She's a salon owner. I feel like she's also someone where she was like, you know, either gonna do that or marry rich, but the dude's gonna die. I think she has a fun, like dark sense of humor as well. Um, I feel like Carolyn was like I don't want to say accidentally funny, but like more so she was effortlessly funny. She was just being herself. I feel like Kenzie, like you and I, we're comedic people, so you know sometimes when we're going for jokes, we're going for jokes.
Mhm.
We're putting in effort to be funny, but we're still funny.
Yeah.
Um, which is not a bad thing at all. It means we're awesome. But yeah, I feel like Kenzie, I think she'll be a fun person to be around. And I think she can definitely use that to her advantage. Now, if people make that correlation of like, oh, she's the Carolyn of this season, they may see her as a threat. Um,
Yeah,
whether it's
maybe.
early on or later down the road. But I'm not really seeing any well, when you have puzzles as one of your hobbies and playing cards and stuff like that,
Yeah.
it means you should be semi good at like, you know, putting the stuff together and whatnot. So I think she's going to be a huge asset for her team. So I can definitely see her going out around 6 or around that part. That seems to be, like, the right time to get rid of big social threats or big personalities
Mhm.
that are, like, up big personalities in a positive way. Um, so, yeah, at least that's kinda my assessment of Kenzie.
Yeah, I think you're pretty spot on there as well. So yeah.
I'm spot on with everything except for my predictions.
Well, we'll see. You know, this could be the time where I just lose everyone. Just bam, 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 bam.
Well, I'm just going based off I'm not using my heart or anything, I'm just going on pure statistic.
Yeah. Do you have any crushes for this one? Or are you picking
No,
someone off? Nope. Okay.
no. Anywho. Alright, so next up, we're going with Q Burdette, real estate real estate agent. Oh, real estate.
He's
Always
got
pictured it as one word.
he's got some real estate, some real estate.
Well, no, I've always in my head, I've only heard it phonetically. I've never really seen it spelt out before.
Uh
So
huh.
we are learning so much about Ryan, but we need to be learning about Q. So, yeah, lives in Tennessee. Seems like a very outdoorsy guy, someone who he is definitely giving like hardworking guy kind of vibes. And I feel like if you're a real estate agent, you are someone where it is a pretty solid profession. So I feel
Mhm.
like all the hardworking stuff he does that for fun. Like it's legit a fun thing. Like he likes being outdoors, where
Uh-huh.
as opposed to it being like a necessity that he has to go fishing or like anything like that. I mean, granted, he does live in the South, so there's part of that plays a factor into it. If you're, you know, if you live in like Southern culture, you do like being outdoors for the most part.
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah.
would, I like being outdoors, but like outdoors in the city, uh,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
I see one of his interesting facts here is that he can eat 2 boxes of pizza in one sitting by himself. Um
One can do that. However,
yeah.
you know, how's your digestive system gonna be after the fact? Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. Can't
I
be
mean,
great.
unfortunately, no eating challenges here.
Yeah.
But hey, that means he can definitely carbo load a bunch before he gets on the island.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So I wonder how many pizzas he ate the few days before.
20. I don't
Okay.
know how their holding areas really work, if they need, like if they just have unlimited room service or something, but
Yeah, I think it's like their Ponderosa, like they basically are just put into like rooms basically by themselves, and then they got like the people who make stuff at Ponderosa, like they're there already, who just make them
oh, yeah.
stuff.
So just carbo load. I mean, that's what some people do. They do, eat a bunch so that way they have, like, stuff in reserves,
Yeah, that's what
later on while they're in the
The Nick Wilson did that in Winners at War, and I remember Jeremy wanted to vote him out early so that way he would, because he had like a lot of extra weight on. He was like, "Be funny if we sent him out before he could lose all of it."
That's fucked up. I mean, not
Yeah,
really, but, like, in the sense of, like it happens sometimes, you prepare, you go into these things, and then early boot.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, but
anywho,
he made it long enough to be able, and plus Edge of Extinction was there, he would have lost the weight anyways.
exactly. But yeah. Q, as it comes to tribe dynamics, I think he's gonna be a big asset to his team.
Mhm.
So I definitely see him make it to, the Earn the Merge.
Yeah, yeah, I could see that. I definitely think he's gonna could have a lot of difficulty after that. At the early merge and early merge does seem like where I would probably picture him going out.
Yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, I'd say that's kind of our group consensus on him.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Okay, nice. Okay, next up we got Tiffany Nicole Irvin, who is an artist. So another person in the arts field here. Um, And I mean, I think I listened to a little bit of her talking about the game. She seems like she's going to be pretty level headed. I definitely think I would say she's probably going to be maybe my favorite person on this tribe to make it far. I think she's going to be really strong. Both I think she'll be good in challenges. I think she's going to be very social, and I do think she's going to be pretty strategic. So, um, I definitely have high hopes for her. And yeah, I think she's going to do good out there.
think yeah, I feel like she's definitely gonna met because, like, when I look at these, I'm also thinking tribe chemistry. I
Hmm.
feel like I can see her getting along with pretty much everyone here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I don't even wanna say social threat as in, like, oh, she's gonna be playing the social angle, but I think genuinely, I feel like she is someone where a lot of people are going to no, I wouldn't say gravitate her, but she looks like someone that's gonna be authentic, and then that naturally just forms bonds.
Hmm.
So I think she's pretty secure. Could potentially make a deep run, actually.
Yeah. I think she has very good potential to make it to the end. I think she'll have trouble maybe around 7 or 6. I do think there's chances that the target will become go onto her because I think her threat equity might go too high at a certain point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Moving on now to the final tribe.
All right. First up, we have Hunter McKnight. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this dude gives me Tommy Sheehan vibes.
I was gonna say the same thing.
100%.
I was gonna say is gonna play the game just like Tommy, and I think that if Jamila is not winning, I was gonna say him is my next winner pick.
Yeah, he's definitely he's giving those vibes. He is a teacher. He's someone where he was gonna be a doctor, but he's like, nah, fam, I wanna teach kids and help sculpt. I think this guy, he may be too perfect. Uh, but like, I think he's given off the Tommy Sheehan vibes. I definitely see protagonist. I can see him being a big influence on the show.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, I would say that's kind of like my big takeaway. But like, he looked like if you told me he and Tommy were kind of related, I wouldn't doubt you.
Yeah,
I would be, yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, this is for until the season starts. He is Tommy 2.0.
yeah, yeah, I 100% agree. From almost the second that he opened his mouth, I was already thinking that. So yeah, it's hilarious that you also said the same thing. But yeah, no, I'm excited for him. I think he's gonna be even a little more like not to say Tommy Sheehan wasn't fun, like, but I feel like he's like Tommy with maybe a little extra character that's implemented into him. So I'm hoping that that little bit makes him a little more appetizing to watch on like the screen because Tommy was definitely a little bland as a TV personality. He was a great game player, but like in
Yeah,
terms of like it wasn't necessarily fun every time he talked. I think Hunter's going to be a lot more fun to hear him kind of doing everything.
that's a fair assessment. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. Moving on next to Liz Wilcox, who is a marketing strategist, and she's given me huge Hannah vibes from Millennials versus Gen X. Um, I feel like she's going to be a little neurotic. I wonder how she's going to do socially. Definitely some question marks there. Um, I think she'll be. I mean, it's in the name, strategist. I'd imagine that she's going to be a pretty good strategist. But if you're a strategist that doesn't have social games, it's really hard to get through these 6-person tribes because you need to be
Yeah.
able to, you know, be able to mesh well.
Do you want to know a fun fact?
Sure.
She is I'm on a Survivor Facebook group, not Vanquish, but a different one. And she is a member of that. So
Oh,
like when the cast officially got announced and whatnot, there was like a big little celebration for her. Obviously, she can't say anything,
Hmm.
but that's a little fun thing where it's like she is going to be a big fan. I don't specifically remember her being very active on it, but like that's still someone within that community,
Uh-huh.
which is always super cool. That being said, if you're on like a Facebook feed for like Survivor or anything like that, I feel like you're going to go in as like a super fan. Now, whether or not she flexes that super fan muscles or anything like that, we'll see.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I feel like kind of like what I was saying about what's her face? Moriah. I feel like she's someone that is very approachable. I feel like she's not giving off like big threat vibes, so maybe a lot of people are going to come to her if they're looking for someone right off the bat or like being a part of their alliance, maybe not number one, but
Uh-huh.
like if they want someone that's, their, like not their like number one ride or die, but like someone who's like a number for them. But like, like, oh, we'll bring Liz in. Or okay, we need right now we have a three, we need a fourth. Okay, Liz. I feel like she's someone where she's gonna be approached to be a number
Uh-huh.
a lot.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. But yeah, I mean, if you're, it's good to get approached, but if you're not in the core alliance, like if this tribe goes a bunch, I can't really see her surviving a decimation, like being one of the final two of this tribe. Um, I
That's
don't
fair.
really see
That's
that.
fair.
Um, but yeah, we'll see
I
how
don't
it.
think there's gonna be a decimation though.
Uh,
I might be speaking to existent, knock on wood, but nah. I think we've only really had one decimation. Well,
well, two
kinda
technically.
kinda
Well,
Tika, but not to the
there was Tika
extent.
that, yeah, Tika had trouble. Yua did really bad, and
But
Lulu did really bad.
you oh yeah, Lulu. I forgot Lulu for
Yeah.
a sec. Maybe because I don't know. Maybe because it was so crazy that
Yeah.
I don't know why I forgot about Lulu being they were the Lululemons and Lulu
Yeah.
Loser. Like
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe because I
Probably.
have a soft spot for
Yeah. Well, they had Emily and Caleb, which I think were so great, and Sabaya was so great as her time was there. That you're like,
yeah.
wow, that try was great, but then you actually look at the results and you're like, oh.
But but no, I don't see that happening. I feel like this is a very well-rounded team, so I'm not too worried. Well, I
uh,
think all the teams, for all intents and purposes, are well-rounded. Like,
mhm.
there's not one team where I'm like we kind of
Yeah.
knew that Lulu was going to have trouble. I'm looking at all the teams,
Yeah.
and I'm not seeing like, oh, I'm not seeing like a Lulu situation where I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
these people are definitely going to go.
Yeah, someone would have to like vote out one of their strong players early to create this situation. Like Yanu voting
Yeah,
out Q like right away would be pretty bad. Nami voting
something
out
like that.
Hunter would be pretty bad.
Yeah, but I don't. But like I said, I don't see. There's no team that I'm seeing right now that it looks like that's going to happen to.
Yeah, exactly.
All
Uh,
right. Next up, we have Randon Montalvo. My bad. I wanted to say Montevello. I don't know why. I'm looking up his stuff right now.
he's at aerospace
Um.
tech.
Oh yeah. I did remember that. So he does have a lot of. I remember him talking about a lot of the people he wanted to like meet and stuff like that. That's something that people don't get from him right off the bat. He is down on this list. Do 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 do. Um, it's embarrassing.
Mhm. What's interesting is that he says he's most the Survivor player he wants to play the most like is Xander from 41.
Wait, oh yeah, that's a weird. Why do you want
That's
to play on the bottom? There's
yeah.
one thing when you expect to play on the bottom.
Uh-huh.
It's a whole other thing, you know, wanting to play from the bottom. Also, You're almost twice Xander's age, dude.
Yeah, yeah,
Why the fuck do
which
you want to play like him?
yeah. There's other people, I mean, that I would have maybe said for him, like maybe a Dominic Abate, I could see as a
Yeah.
potential one. I mean, the classic one for him, I feel would be like a Tony, but I don't think he's going to play like Tony. Um,
No.
but yeah, I would say Dominic would be at least what I would say is the most likely. Someone who is very smart. But I think he might, as I believe he's the oldest one on this tribe. I'm maybe wrong, but I
Y-
think so.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, maybe he's going to try to have a bit of leadership kind of position and trying to control his alliance. Whether that works for him or not is up to debate, but I could see him trying to kind of go into that role.
Maybe I don't know, maybe because he wants to just be a friendly guy. Maybe that's
Uh-huh.
why he chose Xander because say what you want about Xander being like a zero vote finalist, stuff like that. The dude was friendly.
Yeah.
Um and I mean I'm getting genuine like friendly vibes from him, even though his friends kind of describe him as ruthless.
Uh-huh.
I feel like, I don't feel like he's gonna be too aggressive of a game player. I think he's going to let the opportunities come to him and then go from there, as opposed to being like, a bulldozer going through and it's like, all right, I'm going to get this, 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 this.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, true. So yeah, we're gonna have to see. I think I don't see him winning the game. I will say that. I don't really see that happening. But I see him either going out early or middle merge. That's where I would guess.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. Next. Oh, wait. Your
Yeah.
turn. My
Yeah,
bad.
my turn. All good.
So
Next
sorry.
up, we got Soda Thompson. What an interesting name, Soda. Um, and
It's
she is
short for something.
can I find it here? They're only showing me Soda here. Oh, Sodasia.
Sodasia. But
Yeah.
Soda's a fun name.
Yeah.
Um,
She's a special ed teacher, so there's a potential teacher alliance there with her and Hunter. I'd
yeah,
imagine that they're going to be bonding on day one because of that.
I can see that. What concerns me about Soda is she said she's afraid of butterflies.
Oh, that's not a good thing. Yeah.
That's like
If
that's some
there's
total
worse
drama shit,
things,
right?
there's worse things than butterflies out there, Soda.
Yeah, it's like also it's like I get not being afraid of bugs and stuff, but like you're gonna be on Survivor.
Yeah.
That's like a fear you're gonna have to go right then and there. That's like
Yeah.
something that you can't just avoid.
Yeah, we need to get like the fear
Um,
factor like box, put it on her, and then just put butterflies in it, and that'll be her little challenge she has to do to get on the island.
yeah. Um, I don't know. I feel like social threat, that's kind of like what I'm getting from her. But I kind of like in the same way as Tiffany a little bit, where I don't think she's going to be aggressively trying. I think she's generally going to like build connections with people. I think Hunter, yeah, I think you kind of put it best because they have that teacher bond and they kind of know. I feel like there's kind of like a appreciation for it as well. So
Yeah.
I will say it might depend on challenges, but I
Hmm.
feel like either her or I feel like there's like two people I can see going first on this tribe, but I really feel like it depends on A, tribe chemistry, which from her, not too worried about, or
Hmm.
B, challenge equity,
Yeah.
which we don't know yet. Which is something like you don't really know until you get out there and do challenges how well you're going to do.
Hmm. Exactly. Yeah. Some people go out there think they're going to do great, do terrible. Some people go out there think they're not going to do anything, and then do great. So
Like how much were we hyping up Brandon last season,
yeah.
and then famously being one of the worst challenge performers ever.
Yeah.
Like I'd say the only person that rivals that is probably Jatia, but Jatia had
Yeah. I'd
we
say
we got to saw more of Jatia.
Yeah, I mean, Brandon, I know he was having a panic attack, but that ladder thing is gonna be it's one of the biggest memes now of Survivor is not being able to climb up the ladder.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, the good old water boy. But
Yeah.
now we have the soda girl.
Yep.
I tried to make that. I don't know if that was successful or not. Anyway,
Uh,
next up we have what you were gonna say whether it was successful or not.
yeah, I no, I just said, I know what you were going for, but,
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. That's why I
yeah,
commented on it. So
yeah,
next up we have Tevin Davis. We have an actor. We have someone that is
mhm,
allowed to say they're an actor on here.
yeah.
Thank you,
Watch,
CBS.
he's gonna get on the island, and then they're gonna put a different job by his thing, and they'll change it
You
last
better
seconds.
not. You better not. Actors are people too. We are real people
Yeah,
with feelings and stuff like that. Now, granted, when I did the org, I didn't say I was an actor, but
yeah,
people knew. Uh,
yeah, yeah, he's gonna be like
well,
a brand manager, like, because he has to manage his social media, so he's a brand manager, and, like, this they're gonna do something
yeah,
stupid.
I
But
can see them if I go on that or Big Brother, them being like, oh, YouTube personality, which
uh
true, but actually, yeah, because most of the acting I do is on YouTube, but
mhm, yeah,
fair. Anyway, Tevin, um, him just being an actor already makes me want to root for this dude.
yeah.
I think
The
he's definitely going to. I think he's going to be a prominent person
mhm.
as long as he's on the
Yeah,
show. I don't
yeah,
want to. I
they gave him a lot of screen time in the preview.
Yeah,
he was the one who gets the buff for some reason. The confessional they gave buffs in the confessionals, and him being super excited about it.
yeah. I'm so, but then again, sometimes I'm a little like, sometimes Survivor likes to subvert their expectations a little bit. Like how much, like I going back to Brandon and like, he got like one of the biggest like hype ups going into this
Yeah,
season. I
he
would
had a
say
story
more,
that didn't even happen on it about his grandparents robbing a bank, and that wasn't even on the show, but in the preview it was.
yeah. Um, yeah. So like for this one, it's really tough to say. I feel he is someone where he does and his little things that says stuff you wouldn't know. Um he's a country boy, so I think he's gonna have fun out there. I mean, no question. When we saw the trailer, he's having
Yeah,
fun out there.
yeah.
Um I see him meshing pretty well with this tribe. So yeah, I actor alone, I hope he does well. But also,
Uh,
I think he's probably gonna be a cool dude, fun character that comes out of this, whether
mhm.
it's pre-merge or he makes it all the way to the end. I think we're gonna get a lot of good entertainment from him.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I agree. I think he's gonna be a big player of the season, and yeah, I could definitely see him getting the most confessionals by the end of the season.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, moving on next to our final person, we got Venus Vaffa. I think that's how you say her last name. And she's a data analyst and she's from Toronto. So another Canadian. But I will say I think she's maybe the most likely person on this tribe to get taken out first.
Yeah, anyone who, even though it's how her friends describe her, rough exterior, her friends would compare her to Regina George. Now, if you watch our Brantsteeles, Regina George is a very prominent character on there.
Mhm.
However, not everyone wants to be around a Regina George. And I think it's that first impressions things that Venus might have to pivot around. I can see her being very strategic and stuff like that, but whether or not she plays it cool or not is an obstacle because we see a lot of people, they seem like pretty positive people, but like when someone say you have a rough exterior and
Yeah.
no one else on that tribe is really given those vibes, I think it definitely puts a target on your back because you're not fitting the kumbaya aesthetic.
Yeah, she also says that she is, actually a crybaby under that tough exterior as well, so even though that she's gonna put it on, she's actually, is super emotional and empathetic to the tiniest little things, so that's a terrible quality for Survivor. So
She's gonna have
yeah,
to get over that stuff fast.
yeah,
I don't
exactly,
know. Like, here's the thing. We were so like, oh, Emily is going home last time, and she turned out to be both of one of our favorite contestants from the
yeah.
new era and just Survivor in general.
Yeah. I wanna put
So
on
you
record,
never
I was gonna pick her earlier, but because I knew you were gonna pick her last, I purposely waited.
anywho, but
Yeah.
that's something, and that's one thing we don't usually get from preseason. And we also know to be careful what we say
Yeah.
because it just takes one contestant with morbid curiosity to discover our channel.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I wonder which one of these will, discover our channel and tell us about it in, Bryson Wen Presents.
they're not coming to LA, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately.
Um, I'm gonna guess Liz because I know she's a super fan.
Mhm.
Like I said, I don't know her from the thing. I just know she's from the Facebook group.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Um, but I'm gonna say if I were to choose someone, it would probably be Liz. But they have other viewing parties out here, so we'll
Yeah.
see.
Okay, let's each choose 2 people from each tribe as our favorites from each tribe, starting with the
All
Siga
right,
tribe.
you go first.
Um, yeah, I'm gonna go with Jamila, and I'm also gonna go. I don't know between Ben or Charlie. I'll go Charlie.
All right, I'm gonna go with the Cat Man, the Cat Z Man, and then Mariah for
Okay,
the Siga tribe.
okay. For the Yanu tribe, I'm gonna go with Tiffany, and I'm gonna go with Jessica.
I'm also gonna go with Tiffany, and I'm gonna go with Kenzie.
Okay, I almost chose Kenzie. She was number 3 for me. And then for the Nami tribe, I'm gonna go with Hunter, and I will go with Tevin. Tevin.
You see, this is really tough for me because I'd say this tribe has a lot of people I like. Uh,
Uh-huh.
so I think my chaotic side, my Joe side, is speaking. Um, I'm going to go with Venus, and I can't choose anyone else. I have to go with Tevin.
Okay, I was gonna say if you
But
chose anyone else, I would have been baffled.
I know it's like, well, you chose Tevin, but I was like, oh, but like I'm gonna go with Tevin and Venus, but no, because
Mhm.
he's if I see anything other than actor on there, I'm gonna go to CBS Studios, and I'm just not really gonna do anything because I don't want to burn a bridge. But I'm
Uh-huh.
just going to do the evil monkey point at them from Family Guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Let's hop into it as the Siga tribe wins reward. They win a fire making kit, and the Yanu tribe wins reward. They win flints. And Tim finds a secret advantage. This is a super idol played after the votes are read, and it's only good for the tribe that loses the first challenge.
All right.
Okay. No alliances, no alliances, no alliances. Who wins this first immunity? The Nami tribe wins immunity, and the Siga tribe wins immunity. So Tim's got to give the super idol to someone else.
All right. Let's see if someone finds
Maria
Maria.
finds the hidden immunity idol.
All right. Good on her,
Ben and Maria have a small fight.
bro.
Not good for Ben.
Did someone find an idol?
Kenzie finds.
Kenzie.
Okay. And Bonu and Q have a minor disagreement. Chilinsky and Kenzie have a small fight. And Bonu works hard at camp and becomes tired.
All right. So we have a
Nothing.
few things on that tribe that can we have a few quarrels, so it can go anyway. We don't have any alliances, so we don't really know
Mhm.
um who's on
Yeah.
whose side.
Yeah, let's see who. Oh, Tim's giving it to Jelinski, so David is safe.
It's too early to say even.
Hmm.
I really don't know.
Yeah, Banu and
Uh
Q had a fight. That's all I'm kind of going off of. So I'm gonna say it's one of those two.
I'll agree with you.
Mhm. First vote goes to Q. Second vote goes to Jelinski.
Well, that's bad
Third
news for
vote goes to Jelinski. Fourth vote goes to Q. Fifth vote goes to Q. And
Okay.
Q is voted out.
All right, good
Okay.
on him. Or good on David is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good on Banu. I mean, he got his target out.
Yeah,
And
him too.
Tiffany is on the outs now.
That's not
Okay.
good.
So Idol's there. Idol's there. Anything over here? Nope. Still no Idol found on the Nami tribe. Who will win immunity? Yanu tribe wins immunity. They also win a fishing kit. And the Nami tribe wins immunity. They also win lines and lures.
All right.
Maria and Tim bond strongly.
All right.
Charlie and Mariah have a minor disagreement.
Okay.
Banu and Jelinski have a major fight. Okay, Banu
Just
is
hitting it
just
all the
he's
young dudes.
yeah. What is going on with you, Banu? And Tevin and Venus have a small fight. Oh, this is a hostile cast right here.
Season. Yeah. I'm gonna say Charlie.
Um, yeah, I'll go with Charlie, I suppose. First vote goes to Mariah. Second vote goes to Mariah. Third vote goes to Ben. Fourth vote goes to Mariah. Fifth vote goes to Ben. And Mariah is voted out. Dang. So Ben, Charlie, Jem, and Maria voted out Mariah. So leaving Tim on the outs. Okay. On anything on the Nami
Still
tribe?
no alliances.
Liz finds the idol. Yeah, there are
Very
no.
nice.
Yeah, this is a game of no alliances right now. No one likes each other enough to want to work.
No, everyone just wants to fight with one another.
Yeah. Okay, the Yanu tribe wins immunity. They also win 3 hens and a rooster. And the Nami tribe wins immunity. They also win a dozen eggs.
All right. Good on them.
Charlie and Jem have a small fight, but
We have an alliance.
Charlie, Maria, and Tim. So that is the alliance that controls this vote.
Yeah, so it's either gonna be Jem or Ben.
And this is not looking good for Jem.
No.
Dang.
Especially because neither of which have the idol.
Banu and Kenzie have a minor disagreement.
Anu just wants to watch the world burn.
He runs the camera for his energy. Yeah, he is. He's gone full villain. He has
Yeah,
gone full villain this season.
he gives no fucks.
And no events occurred on Nami. This is the Kumbaya tribe right
And
now. It's
that is, yeah, it is a purple edit tribe.
yeah. Okay. Well, Jem, I'm so sorry.
I think, yeah, unfortunately, it's gonna be Jem.
Yeah. First vote goes to Jem. Second vote goes to Ben. Third vote goes to Jem. And Jem
Yeah.
is taken out.
Well, fuck.
Wow. Okay, well there goes my winner pick. So
I mean, it's a Brantsteele. You never know. I
yeah.
will say that usually the winner of this gets pretty far in the
They
game.
at least make the jury phase.
Yeah.
Okay. The Siga tribe is Ben, Charlie, Hunter, Mariah, and or Maria and Soda.
All right.
Yanu tribe is David, Kenzie, Randon, Tiffany, and Tim. And the Nami tribe is Banu, Jessica, Liz, Tevin, and Venus.
I'd say it's interesting how some of these shaked up. One,
Mhm.
the teachers are still together. Ben just has new life in the game, it looks like. I feel like he could potentially be a swing and go with Hunter and Soda
Yeah. Yeah.
as a result.
Interestingly, every tribe has one tribe with numbers.
Yes.
Yeah, because we got the blue tribe here, numbers, yellow tribe here, and red tribe here. So it's actually relatively even in terms of that.
Hmm.
Um,
Other than that, Yanu could be interesting because, the two people that came over are two people that weren't on a tribe together. So they both kind of have this mentality. Um, Yanu tribe, well, Banu's not over there. So, like, do they get along? Maybe. We'll see.
yeah.
But like you said, this is a very hateful season. We do have one alliance. Tim is without his alliance, so
Mhm.
maybe he can make it happen again. We'll see. He
Yeah.
did give the advantage to Jelinski, so
Uh-huh.
there is a possibility.
Yeah. Potentially. Yeah. This is, but yeah, it's so interesting too. Yeah, the majority of the people are on their correct tribes too. Like they didn't have to move over
Yeah.
somewhere. So it really does feel like they just got some people who are maybe encroaching on their space now. So we'll see how this plays out. Okay. Reward challenge. Yanu tribe wins reward. They win peanut butter, jelly, bread, and bags of potato chips. And Kenzie finds a secret advantage hidden in the potato chips. This is a vote blocker power.
All right. Now, will
Okay.
she be using it or giving it to someone else?
Yes, we will see. And Yanu tribe
Giving
wins
it to
immunity.
someone else.
Yep. And Nami tribe wins immunity. Ben and Charlie have a minor disagreements. Maria and Soda have a major fight.
Oh my gosh, so much hate.
And Charlie leaves his lunch.
Dang.
Jesus.
There's we just need some love. We need love on this try in
Yeah.
this season. We just need
Oh,
we legit
Jelinski
need to
and
play
Tiffany
Kumbaya.
bond slightly. Okay, there's a bond.
There we go.
Pensy and Randon have a minor disagreements. And Tiffany works hard at camp, becomes tired.
My gosh.
And no events occur. Nami's tribe is just if you're on this tribe, you don't play the game.
No screen time.
Yeah.
No screen time.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, it's either Hunter or Soda. So I mean, I guess Ben and Charlie just had a fight, so it could be one of them.
I might.
I don't.
Ben was on the outs of that line, so I think
But Charlie just
also
left them.
Maria. Yeah, so might be him
Yeah,
because
I'm gonna say Charlie. Actually, I think it's either Charlie or Soda. I think it's gonna be either they do stick together and take out Soda, or they flip on Charlie.
I think they're gonna flip on Charlie.
Mhm. Oh, Soda has lost her vote at this tribal council.
Well, that's never a good thing.
Yeah, first vote goes to Charlie. Second vote goes to Soda. Third vote goes to Charlie. And it doesn't matter. Charlie is still taken out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
All
let's see
right.
if this hate
Episode 5.
continues. The only alliance in the game, not even on the same tribe, is Maria and
Nope.
Tim. Okay, reward.
Nami
This
gets in.
Siga tribe wins reward. They win iced coffee, pastries, and coffee and tea brewing supplies. And the Yanu tribe wins reward. They win iced coffee. Okay, Nami potentially not having the strength for this challenge. Yanu tribe wins immunity,
Yep.
and the Nami tribe wins immunity.
You were saying
Hey, it was possible.
Yes, it was very possible. Whether
Yeah,
or not it was probable is a whole new story.
yeah. Ben is now impressing the rest of the team.
Are you?
No events occurred on the Yanu tribe.
Will something happen on the Nami tribe?
No.
Nope.
Okay. All we got was Ben is impressing the rest of the team. Um, let's go to rocks.
I feel we get an idol play
Uh-huh.
because it's kind of split.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Ben. I feel maybe Ben goes with Hunter and Soda, but I don't know. I'd
Yeah.
say it's so small, it's hard to really tell.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, let's see. Maria uses the idol. First vote
Did she
goes to
play it?
Maria, does not count. Second vote goes to Maria, does not count.
Played
Third
correctly?
vote goes to Soda. And Soda is idled out of the game.
Yeah, she lost her fizz. She fell flat. Um,
uh,
she
oh,
won't be on that Survivor diet anymore. Um,
yeah. Okay, well, that is a
my
tough tribe.
first two were the better.
That's gonna suck for Hunter if they have to go, because that is
Yeah,
pretty
I
much a
mean,
death sentence for him.
well, I mean, the thing about the Sega tribe, it's like the less numbers you have, that means less people to contribute to camp life. And that's
Yeah.
something that I don't think is truly explored a lot in Survivor.
Hmm.
It's just like, oh, they're losing, they're losing. But the thing is, when you lose a number, you're not just losing number in the challenges and you're getting strength, but like what was divided by five workload wise in the tribe is now divided by three.
Hmm.
So it's a lot of things they're maintaining right now. So I almost guarantee that they're going to come back. However, the idol should be hidden again.
Uh, yeah. Let's see. Maybe someone will find it. Maybe Hunter will. Nope, nothing yet. Okay, let's go
Nope.
to rewards. Yanu tribe wins reward. They win 10 pizzas and soft drinks. And the Sega tribe wins reward. They win one pizza. Hey, one pizza
And they
between
win
three people
immunity,
is decent. So,
but
and the
10 between
Nami
five is
tribe wins, and the Yanu
it
tribe.
wasn't enough.
Oh boy. Okay, this
They
Sega
sac
tribe.
the Nami tribe sacrifices screen time for immunity wins.
Yep.
Well,
And no,
Hunter, I think you're
nothing.
screwed.
Yeah,
Hunter screwed.
no events occurred. Banu and Tevin have a
Oh,
major fight. Okay, so
of
Banu's.
course. The only time they're shown, it's when they have a fight.
Yeah, and it's specifically with Banu, who has fought pretty much everyone on the cast
Everyone.
if he's with them. Okay,
Well, it's got to be Hunter, right?
yeah, it's got to be. First vote goes to Maria. Second vote goes to Hunter. Maria!
Whoa.
Whoa!
Well, maybe they were like, bros got to stick together.
I think it's that idol play.
Actually,
I think Ben got scared that she just kind of had this big resume move, and he's like, "That's not okay. I can't let her get far in this game. I got to take her out now."
yeah. I mean, with the merge coming up this
Yeah,
episode, this upcoming episode, I should say. Well, man.
uh,
Well, we like ourselves a little bit of subversion of expectations.
yeah, yeah. We have three people who have yet to go to tribal.
Yeah, good on
That
them.
is in Liz,
Um,
Tevin, and Venus.
all right, so this is where we do our little anonymization.
Hmm.
So there's one more before the jury phase, but I don't know. I feel like Ben is playing a pretty solid game. Yeah,
Hmm.
I think maybe because he's also been to tribal a lot, so he's kind of gotten used to it and knows how to navigate it better. I
Hmm.
think him and Hunter are just a duo right now. It's like trauma bond together.
Yeah,
Banu, I think maybe is just trying to villain his way to the end. Uh,
yeah. He's
and
not
then
here to
yeah,
win.
there's not really too much else to really get behind because like now
Mhm.
there's currently no alliances in the game.
Yeah.
Everyone is pretty much fighting each other,
Yeah,
and we've only really been seeing
most people who went to tribal, are gone. There's only a few people who
yeah,
actually who have,
have
like, a
votes
lot.
against them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
um,
I really
okay.
think yeah, and Sega really ate up a lot of the screen time, and then the Red Tribe, I'm even forgetting its name because we didn't really see it that often. Nami, that's the name.
Mhm.
Uh, didn't really go, so had 0 screen time for the most part. The one thing we got from them was Manu fighting Heaven. Um, so we're going to be starting to learn how some of these people actually play now.
Yeah, exactly. Here's where the game really starts. Immunity, individual immunity is where a lot of people can start shining as well. As Jelinski finds the vote sacrifice, this is an extra vote power that can be used at one tribal council up to final six. In order to unlock this, he must sacrifice his votes. Okay. And Kenzie wins the first immunity here.
Very nice.
Liz and Tim have a minor disagreement. Oh, a new alliance formed between Jessica and Kenzie.
All right. We're
Okay,
starting to see some love.
a two-person alliance in a group of how many was this? 12?
12, yeah.
Yeah.
It's something.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say, really. I think Banu, just because of his behavior,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's the easy consensus boot I think a lot of people could get behind.
yeah,
And David is wanting to just get a consensus boot because he if he wants that extra vote, he's gotta risk it.
he wants to hide it. You don't
Yeah,
want people to realize that you sacrifice your vote.
exactly. He does sacrifice his votes. First votes
Oh,
goes to Randon.
okay.
Second vote goes to Jelinski. Third vote goes to Jelinski. Fourth vote goes to Randon. Fifth vote goes to Jelinski. Sixth vote goes to Randon. Seventh vote goes to Randon. Eighth vote goes to Jelinski.
This might have been a bad
Ninth vote
decision.
goes to Randon, but no,
Okay,
Rand.
okay. I
if
would have felt super bad.
if he was like one vote away from being able to win it, that would have been awful.
That would have been terrible.
Yeah. Okay. So Bonu, Hunter, Jess, Kenzie, Liz, Tevin, and Tim voted Randon. Then Randon, Tiffany, and Venus voted Jelinski. Okay. So now he's got that extra vote. Let's go to rewards. Group number one is Hunter, Jess, Kenzie, Tevin, and Venus. Group number two is Ben, Bonu, David, Tiffany, and Tim. Liz doesn't represent but automatically wins rewards. And group number two wins reward. They win a spaghetti dinner on a private island.
Nice.
And Ben wins immunity. Kenzie is impressing the rest of the team.
Oh,
As a finally an actual like alliance that's big has formed between Jess, Kenzie, Liz, Tiffany, and Tim.
all right. And obviously Jesse and Kenzie already in an alliance,
Yep.
so this is their group.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, all right, now we're starting to see some camaraderie. It only took
Finally.
them what,
Yeah.
like 20 days,
Until yeah,
18 days?
this is I believe the start of the jury now because I believe the last one wasn't. So yeah, it took until jury phase.
Yeah. It was like, we'll hate each other, we'll do all that because it's not gonna matter. We wanna save our love and all our social energy for people that are actually gonna be here.
Yeah. Bono hasn't been fighting anyone in a few episodes, a couple episodes here. So,
Yeah.
I wonder, I mean, it still feels
Maybe
like,
he
yeah, I think he's still,
maybe he chilled. Maybe he was like, maybe now it's not the best time to do this now that we're all one tribe.
yeah. Okay. Let's see here. I kind of, I think. it could still potentially be Banu. I think he still has that potential. Kenzie uses the idol, so
All
anyone's
right.
cast vote sure will not count. First vote goes to Venus. She wasted the idol.
Wasted.
Second vote goes to Jelinski. Third vote goes to Venus. Fourth vote goes to Venus. Fifth vote goes to Jelinski. Sixth vote goes to Venus. Seventh vote goes to Venus. And Venus taken out.
Yeah, they were tired of the mean girl.
Yeah. So Ben, Hunter,
Oh, Banu
Jelinski.
was. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Banu. Oh, not great, Banu. Not great.
No.
Okay. Idol is currently hidden. Someone could find it. Group number one is Jelensky, Hunter, Kenzie, Liz, and Tevin. Group number two is Ben, Banu, Jessica, Tiffany, and Tim. And group number two wins reward. They win a dozen pizzas, so more pizzas to be enjoyed at camp.
All right.
And Ben wins Squatty Probst as Jess finds the hidden immunity idol.
All right.
Ben and Jess bond slightly.
Nice.
Tevin is completely worn out, but is not giving up. Feels like the
Hustle
first
and
thing
bustle
we've
of an
gotten
actor.
from Tevin in maybe like the whole game. It feels he's
Yeah.
really not
I,
been shown.
well, the only other time he's been shown was when Banu was fighting against him.
Yeah, that's it. uh,
Man,
okay.
think you go after Kenzie here. I mean, it's either Kenzie or Banu. Either
uh
A, Kenzie because of the idol play, or B, Banu because he's an easy vote.
yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think those are the most likely two. First vote goes to Banu. Second vote goes to Banu. Third vote goes to Banu. Fourth vote goes to Banu. Fifth vote goes to Jelinski. Sixth vote goes to Jelinski. Seventh vote goes to Banu. And Banu has finally been taken out.
Are they just purposely leaving one person out so that way they just have an easy target?
Maybe Hunter is now the next person.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Okay. Oh, Tevin wins reward and
Good on
shares
him.
it with Liz, Tiffany, and Jelinski. They win an aerial tour of the Sacred Islands, a feast of cheeseburgers, french fries, beer, and letters from home.
Sounds delicious.
And Ben wins another immunity.
The dude just wants to Hulk out near the end. He's
Yeah.
like, I've been without immunity pretty much the entire pre-merge. I'm
Yeah.
not doing that shit again.
Yeah. He lost all those tribe challenges, but make it individual, and he's going crazy. Ben and Jess bond slightly. Jelinski and Tevin find something in common. And Ben joins this alliance. He's got himself into it.
I've never seen. Hold on. I actually think this is rather different. I've never seen anyone kind of like join alliance. Usually a new one just forms.
Uh I
That's
think
kind of
we've seen
rare.
it. I think we've seen it once or twice. But it is not a it usually doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Kenzie's completely worn out, but is not giving up. Okay. Well, Ben has somehow he's controlling this game now, it feels. Jelinski has been getting racking up the votes.
That he is. We got it. I'm curious to see what it might be lower than we think what his final vote is because
Yeah.
he's getting it, but it's only like two or three. I think he's just like
Yeah.
a safe vote to put out there if you don't know where the numbers are going.
Yeah, true. Yeah, now that we don't have Banu, I feel like that easy vote is kind of gone. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
Hunter was on the outs last time, so it could be him.
potentially.
Okay. First vote goes to Tevin.
Oh
Second
no.
vote goes to Hunter.
I like both these people.
Third vote goes to Tevin.
How about no?
Fourth vote goes to Hunter. Fifth vote goes to Hunter. Sixth vote goes to Hunter. Seventh vote goes to Tevin. And Hunter is taken out.
Dang. Ah.
Unfortunate. This time, Ben, Hunter, and Tiffany were on the outs.
Oh.
Interesting that Ben was still voting wrong. Okay,
Well, he's like,
let's
no, my job is immunity. I can vote whatever. It doesn't matter.
yeah. Okay, let's do a little assessment here of how the game is going. Even though Ben was in the wrong there, I do think he's still playing the best game. Um,
I think he's playing third best game. I think
third,
Kenzie and Jessica as a duo are doing pretty good.
uh,
Um, because they pretty much are doing the numbers. Then I
right,
think it's Ben. I think Liz is very much a sleeper threat. Uh, I think David, his name's been thrown out a lot. If he makes it to the end, he can kind of use that to his advantage. And I mean, Tevin and has been getting some screen time, and obviously Tiffany and Tim, they're in that majority alliance, so they're in a good position.
yeah. Okay, well, we shall see what happens here. Let's go to rewards. Group number one is Ben, David, Liz, and Tiffany. And group number two is Jess, Kenzie, Tevin, and Tim. And group number one wins reward. They win a trip to a survivor spa with a feast.
Nice.
As Liz wins immunity.
Well, Ben, this may be the end.
Yeah. Jelinski and Tiffany find something in common. Kenzie and Liz have a small fight. Kenzie and Tevin bond strongly. Okay.
I think
And
you
Liz,
just you gotta get rid of Ben now.
yeah, he won the last three immunities. And
He's vulnerable.
yeah, and his story of going to pretty much every pre-merge tribal.
Yeah, all but one.
Yeah, that's got to be that's a scary resume.
Yeah. Uh, I think yeah, it's him, and he was on the wrong side last time, so I think
Yeah,
it's the writing's on the wall here.
yeah. No one stands. First vote goes to Jelinski. Second vote goes to Jelinski. Third vote goes to Jelinski.
Or we could be totally wrong.
Fourth vote goes to Jelinski. Fifth vote goes to Tevin.
I think we're totally wrong.
Sixth vote goes to Tevin. Seventh vote goes to Tevin. And yeah, David is finally taken out.
Uh, that's odd.
Yeah, so Ben, Jess, Kenzie, Tevin, and Tiffany voted Jelinski. And Jelinski, Liz, and Tim voted Tevin.
Interesting.
Mhm. Okay.
Well,
Two
Ben
more.
lives to fight another day.
Yeah, somehow. I mean,
Plot
he's got
armor.
to win another immunity because I mean, the idol's currently not hidden. He's got to do something.
Yeah.
Tiffany wins rewards, has girls' night here with Kenzie, Liz, and Jess. They win a survivor barbecue with their loved ones.
That's very nice.
And Kenzie wins immunity.
All right, now you have to take out Ben.
Yeah. Jess and Tim have a small fight.
Yeah.
And Tim leaves the alliance.
Or yeah, just get rid of Tim.
Yeah, Tim is looking like he's the one to get out now.
All right. Yeah, I mean,
It should be
I
Ben,
think it
but
is Tim.
yeah, I think the game just changed to be Tim now. First vote goes to Tim. Second vote goes to Tevin. Third vote goes to Tevin. Fourth vote goes to Ben. Fifth vote goes to Ben. Sixth vote goes to Tim. One vote left. And Tim
Yeah.
taken out in a 3-2-2 vote. Crazy.
All right. So were they splitting just in case?
It has to be. I mean, Jess, Kenzie, and Liz voted Tim. Tevin and Tim voted Ben, and Ben and Tiffany voted Tevin.
Uh,
Okay.
all
One
right. Last
more.
one before finale.
Yep. Okay, let's go to rewards. Pair number 1 is Ben and Tiffany. Group number 2 is Liz and Tevin. Group number 3 is Jess and Kenzie. Look at that. That alliance wins this challenge as
Oh
they win
yeah.
rewards, and they are sharing it with Tiffany an overnight stay at a private island with a feast.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
And then who wins? Is it Kenzie or Ben? Tiffany.
Tiffany. Okay.
All right.
No events occurred. Okay, so now it's got to be the easy take out Ben.
Yeah. He is the last one of the Sega tribe.
Yeah. First vote goes to Ben. Second vote goes to Tevin. Third vote goes to Tevin. Fourth vote goes to Tevin. Fifth vote goes to Ben. But Tevin is still voted out.
Man,
Wow. So Kenzie completely on the outs there. Wow.
interesting. So, all right, final five.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it. I think Jess is playing the best game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then Ben, then Kenzie,
Yeah.
then I mean Liz was able to hold on to her idol, but I feel Tiffany has also been I'd say Liz and Tiffany, they're kind of on equal footing,
Mm-hmm.
in my
Yeah.
opinion.
I think Jess is playing the best game, but I think Ben's threat equity is so high that um if somehow he gets to the end, even though I think Jess has been playing the strategic game better, I could
Yeah,
see him still garnering the votes to win.
true. I'd say the one thing that tips in Jess's favor, she does have an idol.
Yeah, true.
Um, and then fire making is this one. So yeah, if they don't get Ben out now, and it could also be a thing where it's like, he's the last guy left. His threat level is way too high. He's good at winning challenges. It's like you don't really get him out now, you might not get the chance.
Exactly. Okay, let's see. Okay, go to immunity. And Jess wins immunity. She also wins the Feast of Comfort Food at camp and shares it with Ben and Kenzie.
Interesting.
Okay. And Tiffany leaves the alliance.
Then I guess it's Tiffany.
Yeah, I guess Tiffany just said volunteer for tribute. I don't know.
Yeah.
um,
Because Jess can play her idol on either Ben or Kenzie. Liz is going to play her idol on herself. So it's like that only leaves two options left.
yeah,
And Tiffany, it just doesn't seem like the person she just left the alliance. So it
yeah,
feels pretty cut and dry.
yeah. Oh, Jess gives individual immunity to Kenzie.
To play. Oh, is she trying to get votes on herself?
Maybe I don't think we've ever seen this, right? Someone like not at Final
Not at
Four.
five.
Yeah, not at 5 or anywhere that's not Final Four.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was the thing.
Well, I knew it was a thing, but it's even more rare than
Yeah,
ejection.
yeah. What's also interesting is that she has to be trying to get people to vote for her, but I think she's such in a good spot. I don't think people are going to vote for her.
No, maybe she just wants the flex.
Yeah. Liz uses the idol, and Jess uses the idol. First vote goes to Tiffany. Second vote goes to Ben. Third vote goes to Tiffany. And Tiffany is
Yeah.
voted out.
All right. All
Okay,
right. The
final
final
four.
four.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see who is going to win final immunity. Kenzie wins immunity.
All right. Now, will she return the favor and
She
give immunity
grants
to?
safety to Jess.
All right. Now, does
So
Ben win this?
Ben versus Liz. If Ben wins, he has a good chance of winning this game. If not, I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
say I think it's Jess.
All right. Scroll down. Let's see.
Ben wins. Liz is eliminated.
Yeah. So I think Ben wins, or it's I feel like it's either Ben or Jess, but
Yeah,
Ben just has a really strong resume right now where Jess still a pretty strong one, but
yeah,
we love an underdog. So I think Ben definitely wins this.
yeah. I would say Ben's got the edge, but I could it's possible that Jess still gets the votes.
No, definitely.
First vote goes to Ben. Second vote goes to Kenzie. Third vote goes to Jess. Fourth vote goes to Jess. Fifth vote goes to Ben. Sixth vote goes to Kenzie.
It's maybe closer than
Seventh
we
vote
think.
goes to Ben.
One vote
Eighth vote
left.
and winner in a 4-2-2. So Jess and Kenzie, I think, split votes because they played the game together
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah. Just wow. Um, yeah, the Catman won.
Yeah. Banu, Hunter, Tiffany, and Tim voted Ben. Jelinski and Liz voted Jess. And Tevin and Venus voted Kenzie.
All right.
And
Well,
Liz,
and Liz gets fan favorite.
yep. Good on you, Liz.
Oh, it's funny. Someone named Ben won the Survivor Triple H one again.
Oh yeah,
Just so
true.
there. Yeah.
that is pretty funny. Um, okay, nice. Um, yeah. Very very hateful season for a lot of these players. Like there was
Oh yeah.
a lot of fighting, a lot of disagreements.
One of
Alliances
the most
form until
bitter
the end.
pre-merges in our Brantsteele history.
Yeah, it's like they all knew, like, hey, if someone goes out here, I won't see them
It
again.
doesn't
So
matter.
yeah, whatever. I'll just be really mean.
Man, that was
Okay.
good. I'm interested to see how true this will be to the actual season.
That's true, true. Yeah, Ben with the most challenge wins there with 6, followed by Tiffany. Um, David, yeah, only getting 15 votes.
That's rookie numbers.
Yeah, that's
26.
Kenzie and Liz, each and Jessica. Yeah, look at those. Those three with 0,
Wow.
and those were in the final
Has
4.
that ever happened before?
Yeah, that is
If
crazy.
Liz made it to the final three, that has never happened for three people with zero votes against them throughout the entire.
Yeah, that's pretty
I'm
crazy.
almost a little upset. I don't think we'll ever get that opportunity again to be
Yeah,
that close to it.
that is extremely rare if for to pull something like that because that requires having someone who just soaks up a bunch of votes that is that's still in the game that goes out at final 4.
Legit, everyone that received a vote would have had to gone home at some point up
Yeah,
until, well, Final Four is tribal council. So like
yeah,
whoever received the last vote and the last one,
yeah,
whoever got the last vote at Final Five, they have to be eliminated at four in order for that to happen.
yeah,
Um, but wow, three people, and not even like three people where one was medically evacuated or ejected
yeah,
from the game or something like that, or
yeah.
Redemption Island,
They made it
but
to
like
end game.
three, yeah, they made it to the final four, almost as far as you can make it in this game. That is a that is wow. That I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, I
Um,
didn't realize that was happening. So that's pretty crazy.
oh wow. Nah, that was pretty cool.
Nice. Okay. Well, yeah, that's gonna do it here. Yeah, this was a pretty wild one. We'll see how much love this cast is giving to each other on the actual season. They probably will.
We'll
I
see.
I doubt that they're gonna
Yeah,
be as vicious as they were here.
probably not. No. No, I'm
Yeah,
excited for 46. I'm always excited for a new Survivor season, new content. But like, if you still want to fulfill your Survivor thirst, check out Survivor Vanquish. You can
yeah.
watch the current season that Joe is playing. You can watch the mini that I was playing, even though you guys already have spoilers for it, but you gotta watch how it pans out. Come on, be part of the Vanquish community.
Yeah, yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm having a blast playing, so definitely come to the chat, root for me. I'm very curious. I'm loving it, but I'm definitely can't wait till like the end so I can also go back and like see what everyone was saying about the season.
Yeah. I'm in the VIP, so I kind of know. Well, I don't think everyone is sharing confessionals.
Uh-huh.
That I'm not going to say anything more, but it is interesting watching everything and then seeing. Granted, we're in week one. There's only been 2 episodes. Third one by the time this comes out. So yeah, it's interesting seeing somehow how it just plays out a little bit. And obviously, I have
Mhm.
Joe. I have people from Fans vs Favorites 3 that are also in this. So I'm pretty emotionally invested
Uh-huh.
in this season.
Yeah, yeah, we just lost a survivor player in the last one, which was very upsetting. So
I don't want to
definitely.
talk about it.
Yeah, it's not fun, but that was not great.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely come check it out. And but yeah, we will see you in the next one regardless.
All right. Peace.